Station number 8 in Hyrox is the wall balls. This is the final station. You must complete 100 valid reps and then run to the finish line. For each rep to count, you must start standing tall, squat below parallel, then stand up, and then throw the ball at the target. The target height is 2.7 meters for women and 3 meters for men. The ball weight depends on the division. For example, women open use a 4 kilo ball and men open use a 6 kilo ball. If you complete all the 100 reps without any breaks, you earn a special Red Bull Unbroken badge, which I'm holding in my hand in this video here. But you do not have to do them all in a row to complete the station. Most people split it into sets of 10 to 30 reps. You can rest as often as you want to and for as long as you want to. You can place the ball on the floor while you're resting, but the time keeps running. Here are the rules and penalties for this station. A rep only counts if the squat is deep enough and the ball clearly hits the target. In most races, you'll see a rep count on the screen in real time and you'll know immediately if a rep was counted or not. After each throw, you can catch the ball and go straight into the next rep. If the ball drops to the floor, you must start the next rep with a new squat. You can't just pick it up in a squat and then throw it from there. Missing the target is not a penalty. It's just a no rep. The rep doesn't count and you can do it again. When you reach 100 reps, the screen will show it to you and the judge will confirm. Here are the technique tips for the wall balls. Stand roughly arm's length away from the target, with your feet around shoulder or hip width apart. Play around with both your distance from the wall and your stance to find what works best for you. Instead of treating the squat and throw as two separate movements, standing up first and then throwing, use your squatting momentum to throw the ball straight from the squat and help with your arms at the top. So you start the throw just before you're actually all the way up. And you can do the opposite when catching the ball. Start squatting at the same time as the ball is almost touching your hands. This way, the impact is lower on your arms and shoulders, and you're also moving faster too. Try to keep the ball close to you. Support the ball with your chin if necessary, and always look up at the target instead of down at the floor, because your body will probably follow your eyes. Catching the ball from the bottom sides rather than the top sides helps keep it close to you and puts you in a stronger position to throw again. This way you also need less grip to catch the ball and it's less likely to slip through your sweaty hands. So try to keep your chest up and elbows under the ball like you would in a goblet squat. Lower back fatigue is common with wall balls and usually comes from leaning forward too much during the squat. So focus on staying as upright as possible. Try to stand close to where the ball lands. Catching it too far away will probably make you lean forward more, which is more exhausting and can mess with your rhythm. And try to find a breathing rhythm. For example, breathe in on the way down and breathe out on the way up. Here are some race day tips for your wall balls. If your plan is not to go unbroken, then leave a rep or two in reserve with each set. Stop just before you hit failure. Your recovery between sets will be faster this way. That said, when you're this deep into a race, everything feels like your last possible rep, even when you have plenty left. So take a break just before you feel like you will cramp or throw up. And please be reasonable with that recommendation. But you'll definitely be proud if you push through the hard part and get a good station time. So start your sets, do as many as you can, rest for a little, and then go again. Don't overthink the rest, just breathe a little and continue. You can do 10 reps for example, then count to 10 when you're resting, and then go for another 10. Even sets of 5 are fine. Something is always better than nothing, so keep moving. And the harder you throw the ball, the harder and more unpredictably it will bounce back. And of course, you waste more energy with each throw if you smash the target. So throw it just hard enough to touch the target and fall back to where you are standing. If wall balls after running are a big challenge, take it a little easier on your last run before the wall balls. Here are some training recommendations for your wall balls. 100 wall balls is hard enough on fresh legs, but doing them after 8 kilometers of running and 7 exercise stations is a completely different game. And the best way to get better at these wall balls is to do more wall balls. If wall balls are your weak point, train them 2 to 4 times per week, for example, and make sure you recover between these sessions. You don't need to do full Hyrox workouts 4 times a week, but you can just add some wall balls here and there after your workouts, for example. If you're new to this, then train to a target most of the time, even if it's just a sticker on the wall. This builds your aim, because it would be really sad if you squat low enough and do everything else correctly on race day and then you get a no rep from missing the target. Practice the full 100 reps occasionally to learn your pacing too. You don't need to do 100 every session. Practice your wall balls in manageable sets and then build from there. And you can add a set of wall balls before or after your workout sessions. You can also do 100 wall balls or air squats after your running sessions. Just make sure you recover from it all. Train wall balls with running intervals and other station intervals too. Strong legs, shoulders and lower back make wall balls a lot easier. So useful exercises could include squat to press, goblet squats, front squats, back squats, other squatting movements and overhead press movements, deadlifts and hyperextensions. If you're already strong, cardio will likely be your limiting factor. So practice higher rep sets, add competition weights and test your full 100 reps now and then to track your pacing and endurance. If you can't do 100 reps unbroken, just do 100 reps for time, or maybe do an EMOM, which means you just do a certain amount of reps every minute. For example, a 5-minute EMOM with 20 reps each would be 100 wall balls in 5 minutes. You can train with heavier balls for strength, but always return to your competition weight regularly, especially before races. The aim and feel are different with different weights. Hope this helps. Good luck, and if you need more help, check out the link below this video.